Stay seen, stay safe. Essential driving habits for van drivers brought to you by 4.0 School Services 2025. In a recent survey, 39% of drivers admitted to speeding less than 10 miles per hour over the limit, the most common bad habit. 29% admitted to eating while driving, and 22% admitted to speeding to catch a yellow light. Despite 94% rating themselves as good drivers, many admitted to risky behaviors while driving. Let's start with a simple truth. Safe driving isn't just about knowing the rules, it's about building good habits that you apply every time you're behind the wheel. In this training, we'll break down each of the 5 keys of defensive driving, show you how they apply to real-life driving situations, and give you a chance to think through how you already use these habits, or where you might need to sharpen them. Whether you're driving a school bus, a van, or a route you've had for years, these 5 keys are tools you can rely on every single day. Let's talk about a simple but powerful habit that can really improve your safety on the road. Aim high in steering. What does that mean exactly? Well, instead of just focusing on what's directly in front of the van, we want to look further down the road, about 12 to 15 seconds ahead. That's roughly 1 to 2 city blocks when you're driving at regular speed. Why does this matter? Because when you're looking farther ahead, you give yourself a better view of what's coming. Maybe there's a car slowing down, a pedestrian stepping off the curb, a sharp turn ahead. By spotting these things early, you give yourself more time to react and avoid any sudden last-minute moves. Instead of focusing on the tailgate or bumper of the car ahead, you scan the hilltop in the distance. If you spot brake lights at the crest, this will give you time to ease off the gas before traffic backs up. When driving on streets with multiple stoplights, if you look 2 or 3 blocks ahead, you'll notice a light that just turned yellow. Rather than speeding up, you coast and time your approach, saving wear on your brakes and preventing a sudden stop. This is especially important when you're driving a school bus or van. Your reactions need to be smooth and steady, not just for safety, but for the comfort of your students too. On those difficult weather impact days, aim your vision above the spray and tail lights ahead, watching the flow of traffic 15 seconds out. If you notice a vehicle weaving 3 lanes up, potentially signaling a hazard, you can increase your following distance for safety. So remember, aim high in steering. Keep your eyes up and out ahead. It's one of the easiest ways to stay ahead of trouble and keep everyone on board, safe. Now let's look at another key driving habit. Get the big picture. This means being aware of more than just the space immediately around your van. You want to take in the whole driving environment. That includes other vehicles, pedestrians, cyclists, and even what's happening on the sidewalks or near bus stops. You might not think much about changing lanes or merging, but it actually causes a lot of crashes. Around 50 to 55,000 every year in the US. And sadly, somewhere between 400 and 800 people die from these kinds of crashes each year. If a semi or large vehicle is entering the highway from an on-ramp, without waiting for it to cut you off, you scan early and change lanes smoothly to let them merge safely. Are cars changing lanes quickly? Are students standing too close to the road? Is someone distracted on their phone? These are all things that can affect what happens next and how you respond. And here's something we all can work on. Scanning more consistently. It's easy to get focused on one direction, but we need to make a habit of scanning our surroundings in a systematic way. As you navigate toward the loading area, you scan beyond your path and notice one van backing out, another with its door still open, and a student weaving between vehicles. Rather than squeezing through or rushing into your space, you pause and wait, keeping a safe distance until the area is clear and everyone is accounted for. The more you see, the more time you have to react, and the safer your drive will be. Let's move on to another key habit for safe driving. Keep your eyes moving. This one's simple but often overlooked. It means just what it sounds like. Don't fix your eyes on any one thing for too long. When you stare straight ahead for an extended period, it can lead to tunnel vision. That means you might miss important changes happening around you, like a car braking suddenly, a student stepping off the curb, or a hazard entering your blind spot. Most blind spots can be reduced or even eliminated just by setting your mirrors correctly. But here's the surprising part. Studies show that fewer than 10% of drivers actually adjust their side mirrors the right way. Try this. Angle your side mirrors out just far enough so you see only a tiny sliver of your own vehicle. That small adjustment gives you a much better view of the lane beside you and helps you spot cars, cyclists, or people moving behind your van. A quick mirror check can be the difference between a safe lane change and a serious crash. The practice of keep your eyes moving is scanning the road ahead, sweeping side to side and glancing behind you. You use your full range of vision, near, mid-distance, and far down the road. This constant scanning keeps you alert and gives you real-time awareness of everything happening around your vehicle. When you're waiting in line to pull up to the curb, instead of staring at the back of the van in front of you, your eyes should stay active, watching for students walking across the lot or noticing a school staff waving for another van to move up. Because you're scanning constantly, you're ready when a student unexpectedly appears from between two parked vehicles. The more you see, the more time you have to react, and the safer your drive will be. Next up is a defensive driving principle that can really make a difference in an emergency. Leave yourself an out. This means always having a backup plan, a way to avoid danger if something unexpected happens. As professional drivers, we can't control everything on the road, but we can control the space around our vehicle. To do that, we need to keep a safe following distance. Enough space to stop smoothly if the car in front slams on the brakes. If we make sure we have a clear view of the road ahead, we're not caught off guard. The goal isn't to react out of panic, but to stay calm, think ahead, and stay in control. By always leaving yourself an out, you create a safety cushion, not just for you, but for every student riding with you. At a red light, you need to stop far enough behind the vehicle ahead so you can still see their rear tires touching the pavement. If someone approaches fast from behind, that extra space gives you room to move, protecting you and your passengers from a rear-end collision. When you're driving on the freeway, surrounded by heavy traffic on both sides, and someone is tailgating you, rather than staying boxed in, you look for a better lane and safely move over. Now you've got more space in front and at least one open side in case traffic slows or something unexpected happens. Now let's talk about a habit that's all about communication on the road. Make sure they see you. Whether you're driving a van full of students or running solo between stops, being seen matters, especially when you're on busy roads. Vans don't stand out the same way big yellow buses do, so you can't rely on size alone to be noticed. That means it's even more important to make sure other drivers and pedestrians see you and know what you're doing. Make sure they see you means using your signals, lights, and positioning so other drivers, pedestrians, and cyclists know where you are and what you're doing. It's not enough to assume they see you. You need to take steps to be seen. When you're about to move out of a tight space in a busy school loading zone. Before moving, you tap your horn lightly and check your mirrors. A teacher or parent walking by makes eye contact and waves. Now you know they see you, and you move out slowly and safely. Driving a van means you blend in more with everyday traffic. That's why it's critical to be deliberate in your actions. Make eye contact when possible, use your lights, and always assume others might not see you unless you make it clear. Your students count on you not just to drive, but to be seen, understood, and predictable behind the wheel. On a busy roadway, that's one of your best tools for staying safe. We've covered the 5 keys to being a better driver and how each one plays a critical role in school transportation safety. Let's have a quick review. Aim high in steering helps you stay ahead of the unexpected by looking farther down the road. It gives you more time to respond and less need for sudden reactions. Get the big picture means you're not just watching one area, you're seeing the full environment, traffic patterns, road conditions, and what's happening around your bus or van. Keep your eyes moving prevents tunnel vision, It helps you stay alert and aware of what's changing every few seconds. Leave yourself an out is your safety cushion. It's what gives you options when traffic suddenly changes or someone else makes a mistake. Make sure they see you reminds you to communicate with others clearly. When you're visible and predictable, you reduce surprises and create a safer environment for everyone. These aren't just techniques, they're habits that help you stay sharp, make better decisions, and protect the lives of those who count on you every day. Consistency is what makes the difference. These skills become second nature when you use them, not just during training, but on every route, every shift, every day. At 4.0, we protect every student, every mile, every time.